All right, so let's dive into today's topic without further ado. When it comes to corporate leadership and international trade, particularly around the tensions we see with China and the US, it's a multi-layered issue. Just last week, President Trump referenced my comments as pivotal in his decision to sort of pause things on the tariff front. What I advise the Chinese authorities now is really to actively engage and think about the long-term implications of their trade practices.
Right. So, this whole trade war thing, it's so confusing. Like, why should they listen to you specifically? What's the background on your relationship with the economic policies there?
Great question. My perspective comes from years of analysis and observation. I read the Financial Times every single day for decades. It helps to consistently ground your views in data and economic realities. China has made a lot of positive strides in lifting its GDP per person, but we can't overlook the legitimate complaints, like, dumping excess capacity which distorts fair competition.
Ooh, dumping! That sounds like something you do at a yard sale, when you want to get rid of stuff fast, but on a countrywide scale, it must be a mess. So what are the real-world effects of that kind of practice on, everyday Americans?
Exactly right. It can have serious repercussions. When goods are dumped, it means those products are sold at an unfairly low price, which can hurt domestic manufacturers. This means jobs lost here at home and instability in the industries we rely on. That's why solidarity with our allies is so crucial, so we can confront these practices as a united front instead of going it alone.
Wow. So it's like if a couple of friends all buy the same skateboard, and then one friend decides to, sell it for $1, and it totally ruins the market for everyone else? I get that. So, what do you think a phone call between countries would even look like? Do you think they set up a Zoom meeting or just text each other?
Haha, well, it's probably not as casual as texting, but absolutely, it can start with something simple. A respectful dialogue about each country's policies and objectives. We all share common interests, regardless of our political systems. That human connection is vital to turning around any negative perceptions.
Right, that makes sense. So if we get them to chat, what could be the big wins for both sides? What's in it what's at stake for the average person in both countries here?
Well, I think it translates to economic growth directly benefiting everyday consumers. When barriers are lowered, it can lead to job creation and, importantly, cheaper goods. Consumer spending is holding steady right now, which is positive. But we'll need to monitor business responses as reports start rolling in regarding tariffs impacts,
You said something about national security interests, right? So does that mean we're talking about more than just economic relations? What do you mean by that?
Absolutely. It's not just about trade. It's about safeguarding our economic sovereignty and ensuring shared values. The U.S. needs to maintain a stabilizing role in global affairs. Disunity can lead to conflict. This has been evident throughout history. So keeping our allies close, working together to promote shared values, that's how we can navigate these complex waters.
Oh, wow. So you're saying it's almost like a superhero team-up, the Avengers of international economics. That's a wild analogy, but totally makes sense.
Exactly. And when it comes to JP Morgan Chase, we're leveraging technology and AI to enhance efficiency and reduce losses, benefiting our clients. Just as those heroes combine their strengths, we're doing the same with tech innovation.
So do people still want to go into physical bank branches? I thought everyone just used apps these days. Do people still have a reason for that?
Definitely. While digital is on the rise, many clients still value that personal touch. Investing in physical branches is important because it meets the needs of our customers who want to discuss their finances face-to-face.
Ah, I see. It's kind of like the difference between texting and a heart-to-heart coffee chat. You want that personal connection, right? What do you like to do to unwind outside of banking and all this trading talk?
Well, I love spending quality time with my family, reading about history, and just relaxing at my country house. Engaging with different perspectives fuels my curiosity, and I cherish learning from those around me.
That is so refreshing to hear. Thank you for sharing, Jamie. This has been such a real look into how our world is interconnected, both in finance and beyond.
Absolutely. It's essential to remember that beyond numbers and policies, there's a human element that drives these discussions.
Totally. I love how everything ties back to people, right? Like, economics is just a way to understand our lives better.